Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Deathmatch. As
Apparently.
everyone gets teleported.
No, I don't. Monkey appears to be in exactly the place we left him for episode 5.
Really?
We may be experiencing some technical difficulties, but we're certainly going to be watching what happens.
That is true. Monkey prematurely hitting these blocks to make sure that there's no silverfish. Very smart strategy. But
Wizzo is on the surface, he is buffed, and he has in fact dumped some gold.
Very surprising. I believe Wizzo's just trying to make some room in their inventory. I would hope at least that is the case. We'll have to see.
Crafting does happen in death matches, so you may be trying to avoid other people using it.
Sneaky did just get boosted to full health. The only one who's not at full health are George, Sofa, and Monkey.
George was at full health shortly before the end of episode 5.
Wizzo very unwisely taking some fall damage. Just because you're sprinting and you're on the surface doesn't mean you can't get hurt. Mobility is the name of the game. However, best not to risk it. Being a parkour master. It looks like
Wizzo has traveled very far from spawn. He's approaching the world border.
True. Maybe that's Wizzo's strategy. To just avoid all confrontation in general by just not being at spawn or the furthest from mid that they can possibly be. We should be getting teleported to mid, I believe. Ooh! Wizzo coming across an igloo. A very rare find. Is this going to... And it's a special igloo indeed. With some, a guaranteed golden apple, if I remember correctly.
At least one in order to cure the zombie villager down below.
Apparently the loot has not generated. For those who don't know what this structure
is. There is also a guaranteed splash weakness potion available in the brewing stand.
That is true. For those who don't know what this special little structure is, this is a very rare igloo structure where you get a brewing stand, you get a weakness potion, and a golden apple to turn this zombie villager, cure it of its affliction, and get a free villager out of it.
Now, Wizzo has just shown his hand by identifying how he managed to get the local brewery achievement. I would have suggested it would be smarter to actually keep that on the down low, make people wonder just how he did it.
True. It's always better to just keep your hands to yourself. But unfortunately, it seems like Wizzo did not want to take a chance with that villager. Maybe get some decent trades, because a cured villager, as we all know, cured villagers do give higher value trades.
I think in the long run here, we're going to want more of the golden apples than the potential trades, unfortunately.
That is true.
Golden apples are the major reason for why the HUD there is actually showing so many high health people.
Yes, everyone's pretty much back to full health for the most part, except Sofa. It looks like Sofa.
There's a point or two of difference at most.
Yes. Looks like we might be getting set, hopefully, for deathmatch pretty soon.
Oh, George very nearly taking a tumble in the ravine there.
Take a look. Yes, George on the hunt from a spider. Who's getting
very nearly avoided getting knocked all the way down. Sofa picking up some lava.
Like we mentioned earlier, fire damage. George also half diamond armor, half iron armor. So we'll see. Wizzo apparently finding another igloo. Let's take a look. Oh, and another turn of events. This is a very rare seed. To have such luck is quite unheard of.
George apparently smelting a bunch of stone for reasons only known to him.
We'll have to see what happens. Let's take a look at Makashi. Again, Makashi being the underdog in this situation, pretty much haven't left their area. They have pretty much stayed in the same area, or at least the same general area for the most part. Very intriguing
She
as
may
to what.
she may be on the verge of a turning point with this diamond ore that's just on the floor.
That is true. We'll have to see. Kashi, of course, taking
That could mean the
very
difference
fair
between a
precautions.
diamond sword. It could be even diamond armor.
We'll have to see. Kashi, of course, taking every precaution she can to make sure she doesn't lose this opportunity. This is, of course, her last chance that she could have before going into deathmatch. We're taking a look at the area around her. It looks like she's safe for the most part. The only thing that's
She's
terrifying
not taking any
is
chances.
the darkness. Let's see. 1 diamond. 2 diamonds.
3. This is a full vein, everybody.
4, 5. This is a 6. That is a very good vein. Sofa getting diamond armor as well. Mikashi now has enough armor, enough diamonds, I believe, to at least make a diamond chest plate or his axe.
No, she may be a block. She may be a diamond shy for a chest plate, but she absolutely does have enough potentially for a diamond sword and a diamond helmet.
That is true. We'll have to see what her game plan is. I'm pretty sure now everyone has diamond armor, so Mikashi is the only one who doesn't have diamond armor. Very interesting strategy. We'll have to see. We're gonna go I'm gonna take a look at Sneaky and see what Sneaky's up to. Sneaky actually not having diamond armor, but does have a diamond sword to their name. On the surface, just going on around. I don't see a wolf pet at all, which is still very surprising, considering Sneaky did get the achievement for a tamed wolf. Still not seeing it. So I wonder if Sneaky just maybe accidentally had them sit and then just never went back for them. Great pet owner. Great pet owner Sneaky is. As we move on, we should have seen everyone get teleported, but I'm guessing, like we said, lying, we might be having some technical difficulties with the server. Not like I would know or anything. From any prior experience, wink wink nudge nudge, please watch the prior episodes. But Sneaky just lackadaisically moving around on the surface.
So Monkey is approaching back towards spawn. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Monkey has in fact returned to the site of the end of the last season of UHC.
Very interesting. Mikashi did just get the Ice Bucket Challenge achievement, meaning she did mine up some obsidian. Very curious. I'm assuming she's going to make a pickaxe. But
this late in the game, I wouldn't recommend that.
Very late in the game. We'll have to see. I believe she's going for an enchantment table if that's the case. But a very, very late choice. Let's take a look at Sofa. Sofa did get diamond armor, so let's take a look at what Sofa's got going on. Diamond chestplate and diamond booties. We'll see if that pays off. And with more diamonds and gold. Ooh, but getting attacked by a skeleton. Sofa, you have a shield. Use it. There you go. So far, our resident UHC expert taking out a skeleton, but did take some damage. If only she had gold nearby to help. There we go. There she goes. There she goes, getting that diamond and that gold ore. We'll have to see what happens. Of course, it seems like another skeleton is going for her. With a creeper nearby. Sofa is having a very rough time in this ravine.
Oof. Wizzo pulling off a daring maneuver by digging way down and then surviving by virtue of water at the bottom. For a split moment there, I wondered why I didn't see that he'd fallen out of the sky.
Oh no! Sofa did just lose a diamond via water physics. Minecraft water physics, unfortunately pushing it straight to the lava. I'm sure she's kicking herself for that. Some might say Sofa is feeling pretty livid about that. We'll have to see as the situation draws to its natural
Well, when
conclusion.
she dies, we can ask her.
Yes, we can ask her ourselves. Wizzo getting also diamond armor. Looks like literally Mikashi is the only one who does not have diamond armor. I would imagine that's the situation. Yes, it seems like Mikashi, only one, unenchanted, no diamond armor to their name. They are at the absolute disadvantage. Wizzo rocking an enchanted diamond chestplate. This is going to be a very interesting situation. Wizzo just tossing their enchanted iron chestplate to the side. Wizzo making their way back up to the surface via water bucket. As they make the climb.
George attempting to deftly navigate a litany of dangers in this ravine.
Let's take a look at George. We join lying over at George. Fighting off a creeper and a skeleton. Skeletons, of course, being the most dangerous mob when it comes to UHC. If you don't have a shield and you aren't confident in your skills at maneuverability, skeletons are easily some of the worst mobs to have to go up against. But it looks like George took it down, no problem.
And he appears to have come out of it with another healing arrow.
Ooh, Sneaky getting a take aim achievement. Very nice. That means we should see Sneaky coming out with a bow. Oop, we hear some damage being done. Take a look at George in a second. See where George is
Like
at.
he took an arrow to the face this time around.
Ah, it's the most sensitive spot in a Minecrafter's body. Let us take a look at what else is going on. George, of course, being, I would say, probably the person who could probably take down Monkey if given the
If
chance.
anyone in this lineup could take down Monkey, at this point we have to admit it may well be George.
It may well be George. Of course, Monkey, we should take a look and see what Monkey is looking like. I wouldn't be surprised if Monkey was now fully enchanted with diamond armor. Monkey, almost complete diamond armor, still rocking iron boots and an iron sword. Very interesting. Have to know what enchantments they have. Monkey is on the surface, on the prowl, jumping from tree to tree. Looks like Monkey might see somebody. Doing some crouching to check around and see. Looks like Monkey might be investigating.
Well, the only person that we've seen consistently on the surface at this point is Wizzo, and he was miles away.
That is true. As we take a look at this situation, let's take a look where Monkey is. 43, 93, negative 18. I'm going to take a look at Wizzo and see where they're at. Maybe not Wizzo. Let's take a look at Sneaky, because Sneaky, negative 50, 108, negative 9. I believe they're actually pretty close. I believe Monkey might
Sneaky and
them.
Monkey, Sneaky and Monkey are indeed very close to each other.
This could, I believe, yes, we're gonna have a showdown. Sneaky does see Monkey off in the distance.
And is opening fire.
Mr. Magoo going for it.
It doesn't quite have the range at that distance.
On Monkey. They are missing, but it is
So far, unfortunately, taking a pee break.
Very dangerous choice. Sneaky, of course, has to be very cautious with these arrows. Don't want to waste them all, especially with deathmatch on the approach. This is our first battle that we've seen between our combatants since this began. So we'll have to see how
Since
well
I died, in fact.
Hey.
This is the closest we've had to combat in 4 episodes.
It's true. This has been a very slow burn. But a bird, nevertheless. Sneaky, wasting arrows. It's hoping to stick at least one in Monkey's side before deathmatch begins. But it seems like Sneaky's just wasting arrows at this point. We should be definitely getting into deathmatch at this point, but it seems like our fortunes are not turning out that
Critical
way.
arrows are one of the most reliable ways to deal damage to diamond armored players, but that said, I don't know that Sneaky is going to be able to get quite as much damage as he'd like off on Monkey at this range.
Sneaky is, of course, playing very smart, recollecting these arrows, You don't want to be low on arrows unless you have an infinity enchantment on your bow. If you don't, that is the only guarantee of a good bow or good reason to have not that many arrows. Unfortunately, Sneaky, not that lucky by the sound of it. Sneaky did enchant something. Not sure. I think he might have tried to enchant his bow, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. Of course, Infinity, I believe, is technically a level 30 enchantment. I believe. So, not sure.
It's certainly very unlikely anyone here has it.
It's very true. Monkey, of course.
Monkey is attempting to sneakily approach the hilltop, but I think Sneaky has his eye.
And if Sneaky does look like Sneaky is guessing. Sneaky does.
If Monkey wants,
like
if Monkey wants to unseat this king of the hill, then certainly he's going to have to start running.
To see what happens.
He's going to have to rely on the inaccuracy at long-range archery in this game.
That's true. Both of our combatants back off the situation. Monkey moving down. Surprised Monkey hasn't gone for a stealth attack. In this situation.
I think he was attempting to stealth in, but he didn't quite realize just how much terrain there was between him and Sneaky.
True. Monkey, of course, being very cautious as they move around. Terrain generation is very deadly if not properly accounted for. Monkey seemingly backing off just a tad so they can get a good idea. Maybe even move in a little bit closer to Sneaky. Let's take a look at
Sneaky taking some full damage. Ooh, Sneaky is attempting to go in close.
Sneaky, of course, not heeding my words that I just said. Could we see a 1v1 duel as we get set? Sneaky up on top. Let's take a look, see if we can find where Monkey is in accordance. I'm not seeing...
Monkey is maneuvering around the hill.
It's true.
But they might have lost sight of each other.
I very well would believe it.
Catching up with the rest of our cast.
Yes, please do. I'll keep my eye on
Mikachi has reached the surface.
Fantastic.
Wizzo and Sofa remain underground. Sofa appears to be dancing. Let's see how this fateful fight goes.
I'll have to take a look. I'm looking around with Sneaky where they could
Sneaky is approaching to Monkey, who has not crouched and may not realize that he's looking in the complete wrong direction.
Taking a look at the battlefield. We're going to take a look. We're going to go right inside. Being very cautious with that maneuverability. But like we saw with last season, sometimes a good stealth attack is all you need. Could this backfire, though, on Sneaky? Monkey, of
the stealth
course,
approach is much slower. Monkey is running very far ahead of him.
True. You don't want to lose track, but you don't want to lose track of your opponent. You also don't want to sacrifice that stealth, that surprise. Of course, this was the winning tactic that got Monkey their victory in Season 1 of the WOM UHC. So, we'll have to take a look.
Now, I would take umbrage with that assessment on the basis that I was the one that snuck up behind him.
That's fair. That is fair. As you were the final two combatants, that is a fair. That is fair. My apologies.
It remains a topic of some what's the phrase here?
Debate?
Yeah, it remains a topic of debate exactly as to what ultimately bore out on the victory. There was a running battle straight down the edge of a cliff at that point.
That is true. That is true.
It came very close to the wire.
For those who are curious as to see what happened with WOM 1, please go watch.
We're about to engage, everybody.
We are in a
Oh,
battle.
we have flame
Monkey
swords.
having a fire aspect sword. Could this be the end? Sneaky down to 3, 2. You have a shield. Use it. 1 heart. Sneaky is done. Oh, not even dying to Monkey, dying from fall damage.
Monkey barely taking any damage in that entire fight, just due to the sheer volume of armor.
GG's in the chat.
A pitched
Poor
battle, and Monkey
Sneaky
is Monkey was still only down 2 hearts, 4 health.
A very well fought battle indeed. As we get
and
ready
the remains
to
of Sneaky are scattered across the hilltop.
As we get ready, I believe Sneaky should be joining us in the DC soon enough as we get set for deathmatch. Enjoy my cobble nerd. Definitely words that have been spoken.
It is entirely possible Monkey will be going into this final encounter in the deathmatch with bonus health as well.
That is true. It does mean Monkey is the favorite to beat. Looks like deathmatch teleporting in 30 seconds as we end episode 6 with a death and the final battle on the horizon.
This video and many others was made possible by the support of my patrons, whose labors in the dark mines of the deep Netherrealm shall one day unleash my ceaseless horrors upon the world. To protect yourself from their awful wrath and reap some sweet rewards in the meantime, head over to patreon.com/line.